let me have a look at Friday's Friday's update. I think that was it. I don't actually have to go to the live show. I can go to specifically the one that I did for QANX. It was a pretty short update, and this was it, wasn't it? We're at the value area low, so we are range bound. We're at the low of the range. It's a good place to pick up some QANX, to be honest with you, because assuming it stays in this range, but obviously you're not going to get a better place than below this pivot into the point of control, are you? That's really the place to buy if you're looking for picking up this token maybe for the first time. You get a kind of really nice hit, take out that pivot low into the point of control, maybe kind of even into this trend line a bit of reaction, and then that could kind of be the big impulse that we're looking for the next. Is this the next big impulse that we are looking for? That's the question. Well, look, I think you would agree that we did get a reaction. See that? Got a little bit of reaction. Got a bit of selling into that area. Honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen to the charts. I'm not in control of people or the projects or anything like that. I just kind of give areas where I think it could be good to long or short. And naturally, we've had a swing failure. Yesterday, we took out the pivot low and we closed lower than the previous day, but we took out the pivot low there. We haven't got the volume yet. We've got the sell volume, but we haven't got the buy volume. The sell volume is actually decreasing volume there. Decreasing prices, decreasing volume. So I would consider that not as bearish as it looks. And naturally, this is really the best place to potentially buy right here. Just because we've taken out that pivot low. I was talking about the point of control, wasn't I? So let me just kind of update the volume while we look at this. And I have to find the folder first. There it is. Bam. Oh, let me change. Oh, there you go. Let me pull my volume tool. Which one am I looking at? Point of control. Yep. So we've actually not hit it just yet. We've kind of slight front run, but as you can see, we're coming into this trend line. We're coming into the point of control. We've taken out the liquidity from this pivot low. This really is the place the price of QANX needs to hold now. I think this is the right place. I do want to see an impulsive move. Huh? I don't just want to see it kind of consolidate here, because usually consolidation upon resistance is bearish. Yeah. What I want to see is a reaction, is some kind of impulsive buying. I need to see that kind of price action, to be honest with you. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. You've also got this kind of, this other trend line here. We've got a lot of things going on here, which makes me think this is the right place. And I mean, potentially you've got something. Yeah, it's not great. Something going on here, potentially some kind of bullish harmonic. We've got quite aggressive selling here, but you see the volume is dropping off. So I'm not too worried about that at all. Let's have a look at the monthly candle on QANX. So I have to look at the volume as well. Actually, I hit it, but I'm going to have to look at it. It's a tricky one because it's slightly decreasing volume on increasing prices. And last month, even though I mean the buying, it looks like the buying is slightly struggling on these monthly candles, isn't it? Slightly decreasing volume on the 2 monthly candle. I really like that 3 monthly red candle with a liquidity sweep of the lows, but then we've gone up, cleared liquidity from the highs, and we're heading down. Monthly, let's have a look at this weekly one. Last week was miserable, closed lower. And naturally this week, it's a continuation week. Take out the liquidity from this previous week, previous week low. And we're coming into a support zone now. This support zone has to hold. This is really important for QANX. Let me have a look at the 3-day candle to see what that's saying. So we still have a little bit of time to figure out. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't look it doesn't look like we want to impulse just yet. Yeah, we need to figure out support here. This is where we need to hold. Okay, this is it, guys. This is do or die. Hopefully do. Oh shit, why am I lagging? My trading view is lagging, isn't it? I'm trying to get the volume. I have no idea what's going on here. Look, my trading view is lagging. There it is. It's a tricky one because now we're not kind of going range bound, we're actually going down, and we're into the right area where where the price should find support. And the problem is that as the price went up here, you can see that the point of control of this local range was in the highs. That's bearish. And so naturally, as the price expanded, people sold into that. Now the price is dropping. And so what you want now is you want people to accumulate. This is the accumulation zone here. This is the reaccumulation. So if people have bought and sold, this is the place to buy back in. If we get enough interest here, then we could see the price expand up and attack that point of control area, that resistance area, this value area, high area. That's really what needs to happen now. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going to happen. And ideally, we want an impulsive move. Because if we don't get an impulsive move here, we're just going to get continuous higher low, lower highs, lower lows in this local range. And you can see right now we're kind of putting in lower highs and lower lows. And so ideally what we need is in the kind of impulsive move, take out that highs, then we have a chance to speed out of this area. I would argue that it's got a large portion of this has got to do with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has been kind of struggling because it felt like there was a rejection from all-time highs on Bitcoin. This is having a reflection on altcoins, and especially with ETH taking out the ETH all-time high and rejecting from the all-time high. And so here we are again. QANX is just trying to figure out what it wants to do. I think this is the right place, the right area. Now the question is time. Is it the right time? Let me just kind of hide all my charts. Get rid of all of this now. Let me just have a look at this again. Slightly less information. Yeah, I think so. Look, this is really interesting. So I use the CCI a lot, and look on the CCI on the 3-day chart. We have a crazy oversold CCI. Yeah, look at that. It's hooking and it's at minus 620, sorry, 263. And you see that it's put in a lower low here, and actually the price is higher low there. So we have kind of bullish absorption on this indicator on the CCI and the 3-day time frame. Let's have a look at the daily time frame. Look at this. So we're in quite strong oversold areas on the CCI here. See that? And usually when that happens, you get some kind of, you see, it kind of usually gets some kind of reversal when you go into the oversold areas of the CCI. Now, I don't really look at the RSI, to be honest with you. I kind of prefer the CCI just because it's leading. When you look at the MACD, you can also see some bullish absorption here too. This is hidden bullish absorption. I think, yeah, look at it. So you see here, the MACD is just putting in a lower low, just slightly. So the MACD is just taking out the low, and the price is putting in a higher low there, or could put in a higher low. This is hidden bullish divergence. It means that the price isn't following the MACD, which means that the price is being absorbed. The price should be down here. It should have we should have taken out these lows. If the MACD and the price were following each other, then the price should have taken out these lows and you'd have no divergence. But what you're getting now is that the price is actually slightly higher than these lows, and the MACD has gone pushing lower. So you're getting some bullish divergences here on the daily time frame. The CCI for me is really important, and I can clearly see that the CCI on the 3-day time frame is showing crazy oversold. Look at it on the 3-day time frame. The last time that we were this oversold, look at it. The last time we were this oversold was here, and that was the hack, wasn't it? That was the bridge hack. We haven't been this oversold on the 3-day time frame on the CCI since the bridge hack. Look at that. Interesting, huh? Interesting. I'm going to have a look at all of these while I'm at it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. If the price finds support at the point of control, then that's support. And that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted us to find support on the point of control. You see here, we haven't actually found support yet because the price went through the point of control. It didn't back test it. That was a little front run. Now we're coming into the point of control. And this is what I want to see. I want to see the price find support at the point of control. I want to see buyers step up at the point of control. That will give me confidence that actually we're finding support. We're on a support level. Once we're in support, then guess where we go? We go up. And that's kind of what I'm imagining right now. This is really important area for all the reasons that I said. Oops, that was wrong. Where's that trend line? Not that one. Get rid of that. That one. Point of control, you've got this trend line. Golden pocket. Look at that. So we're coming into some nice confluence here. We just have to see the price hold here and then This will be the buy zone for higher prices, basically. And effectively what we want to do, whatever happens, what we want to do is we want the price to find support here, flip the value area high into support. We can do that, then we're going to attack that trend line, take out those highs and attack that trend line. And that's kind of what we want to see next. We want to attack that higher trend line. We don't want to linger at the lows. We want to find support and then break back up, back to the upside and hit those highs. And so volume is really important. And I want to see some strong green buying here, some strong green volume. And then we're just going to have to reevaluate this on our next stream next Friday and see what happens next. All right. I see that there's bullish absorption on my indicator, which I like. I like to see that. That gives me confidence that there's continued buying. Even though it's relatively low volume, it's accumulation, isn't it? It's accumulative buying. It's not impulsive buying. This is accumulation. So you're getting consistent buying and that's absorbing the selling. Okay. And eventually what you end up with is higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, until the price breaks out to the upside. That's what happens because people, they sell the highs, they buy the lows, they buy the higher lows. They keep on, if everyone keeps on doing that, then eventually the higher lows come up so high that you just break out to the upside. Yeah. That's what happens. And you start hitting some low volume areas to higher prices. All right. It's basically QANX for today. We have to see what happens. Let me have a look at QANX's TerraX page. I haven't looked at it, so I have no idea. If I can find it. Quantum computing threats are top of mind. What does that even mean? Quantum computing threats are top of mind for regulators and crypto innovators after G7 recent, I wish they could speak in better English, after G7's recent commitment to increasing, fuck, I can't even read that. Someone should have read that before they posted that. You know when you can't read something, what I do is I go into Grok, summarize. Maybe it's just too early in the morning here in sunny El Salvador. No idea. The query summarized is vague, so let's figure out what to put that. Oh, that was my query. Oh, Grok, you're so annoying. Da 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 da. So fucking long. I should do quick answer, shouldn't I? By the time Grok is finished, QANX would have already gone to the moon. Wow, it's so slow, huh? Shit. Okay, 1 minute and 48 seconds. G7 leaders committed in June 2025 to form a joint working group on quantum technologies for risk management and standards coordination. NIST finalized post-quantum cryptography standards in 2024, featuring MLKEM and MLDSA algorithms. IonQ's 2025 roadmap projects a cryptographically relevant quantum computer by 2028. Wow. So we only have to hold for 3 more years. PQFIF proposal warns of harvest now, decrypt later attacks targeting encrypted data for future quantum. Oh, this is pretty scary here. Harvest now, decrypt later. So they'll harvest the data now and they'll decrypt it later. Wow. NSM-10 mandates US federal systems to migrate to quantum resistant cryptography by 2035. So now we have to hold for 10 years. Hold QANX for 10 years and you're going to be super fucking rich. Bitcoin improvement proposal from July 2025 calls for sunsetting legacy signatures over 5 years to count. So this is interesting. This is probably the most interesting point in this post. Bitcoin wants to eliminate all the legacy signatures, including, I guess, the Satoshi wallet, because of the risk of quantum computing. So that's 5 years. Imagine if 2028, if the IonQ's roadmap, which projects a cryptographically relevant quantum computer by 2020, imagine if they can hack those legacy signatures within 5 years and they beat Bitcoin to the race. PQFIF outlines 4-phase migration, foundation in 6 months, pilot in 6 to 18 months, scale in 18. So I guess what's happening, what I get from this information is that it's starting to heat up. It's quantum threat is starting to pick up, and I think we can be rest assured that whatever happens on this chart, when the mainnet is launched, this is going to be a really crazy breakout for sure. Yeah, you can see now, like, I'm just looking at the charts now. I'm just looking at it without any data. I can see that we've just gone horizontally. We've just gone sideways for 4 years, effectively. Once the mainnet is launched, we're going to get an increase in volume, an increase in liquidity. And the relevance is going to be tied to the awareness of the quantum threat. And so it seems like they're starting to take note. Okay, so this is really good for us. I think this is really good. What else is there? That was the only one. That was the only post since last week. I don't know when the mainnet is going to be launched. I don't think anyone knows. But this is really a good place to pick up this token if you haven't picked it up. That's a really nice green candle, by the way. Look at that. That's a really nice buy candle, that 4-hour candle. It's cleared the liquidity from the lows. You've got a nice big volume, big buy up. Let's see if we can go up now. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Either we go up or one more low, take the lows one more time and then go up. Either way, I think we have to go up now. This is the right place. All right, that's QANX. I don't really have anything more to say, except that this is the right place to buy. And if you're looking to buy now and keep on accumulating, not financial advice.